Chapter 1. You are listening at FameTV.info. Chapter 1. Awakening an S.Class Superpower at the Beginning. Translator. Endless Fantasy Translation Editor. Endless Fantasy Translation. Ellis City, Ellis Intermediate School. I can definitely do it. Vincent's face was full of determination as he clenched his fists tightly. In the past, he was just an ordinary young man. However, when he woke up, he had transmigrated to a world that was filled with danger. Monsters were rampant here, and ordinary people were slaughtered. Only those who had awakened and became powerful superpowered people could fight against the monsters. Although everyone had the opportunity to be awakened, there were many types of superpowers, and their levels ranged from low to high. They were divided into F to S. Classes. There were also 6 types of superpowers, all with different functions. Attack, agility, control, support, special, and elemental. If someone failed to reach E.class superpowers, they would not even have the chance to take the college entrance exam, let alone fight against monsters. For anybody, the awakening of their superpowers was an opportunity to change their future. Hey, Vincent, don't be nervous. A handsome and tall young man stood behind Vincent and put his arm around Vincent's shoulder. His name was Swire Caesar. He was a rich second-generation kid who came from a wealthy family. He was a forthright person, and he had helped Vincent many times. He was Vincent's best friend. You've been working hard to train your physical strength for the past 3 years. You're famous in school. You'll definitely be fine if you work hard. There was a physical requirement for awakening a superpower. According to the records, strength, reaction, coordination, and other aspects could directly affect the level and quality of a superpower. Vincent was an orphan. His parents were both superpowered people. They had disappeared mysteriously during a mission, and their whereabouts were still unknown. Although he had relief money, his life was difficult. However, he worked hard and was first place in school for 3 years in AROW. It was in fact a real miracle. Thank you so much, Swire. Swire rolled his eyes at Vincent. But you don't have to worry. Even if you can't awaken a good superpower, at most, I'll buy you a bottle of power enhancement liquid. Vincent did not say anything. He just looked at Swire with a face full of gratitude. The enhancement liquid had an extremely low probability of being able to strengthen one's power. Even if it managed to successfully strengthen one's power, it would only have the effectiveness of only 1%. But even so, it was still worth 10 million psionic coins. Swire was a second-generation rich kid. 10 million psionic coins was nothing to him. However, to Vincent, it was a huge sum of money. Thank you, my friend. I'll accept it wholeheartedly. However, Vincent would not have accepted Swire's help in this, even if Swire really bought it. Nevertheless, his heart was very warm to know that he had such a wholehearted friend. Everyone, it's almost our turn. Don't be nervous. Bring out your best form. At this moment, Class 5's Teacher George came forward. Teacher George, I'm not nervous. It's just that my legs are a little shaky. I'm not nervous at all. Who knows, I might even be able to awaken an S.class superpower. When the time comes, I'll be specially recruited by the 3 great advanced superpower schools. If anything happens, I'll help everyone. Just you. Hussif, what a joke. How many years has it been since an S.class superpower appeared in our city of Ellis? I don't have high expectations. As long as it's not F.class, it's fine. After hearing that Teacher George was going to start the superpower awakening process, everyone started to feel nervous. Even the indifferent Swire had a solemn expression on his face. Class 5. On the high platform, stood a skinny middle-aged man with a hooked nose. His presence was intimidating. His name was Houston Mobos, and he was the Dean of Education at Ellis Intermediate School. He was only second to the principal. His strength attained a high-level superpower long ago. He was only 1 step away from becoming an S.class superpowered person. His superpower level was C.class. Hearing Houston's voice, George walked quickly and stood 2 steps away from him. His face, full of respect for the Dean. Director Houston, all students of Class 5 are ready. Houston nodded at George. He then looked at the students of Class 5, Class 1 has awakened 1A. Class Superpower, 2C. Class Superpowers, 4D. Class Superpowers, 7E. Class Superpowers, 20.2F. Class Superpowers. Class 2 has awakened 3B. Class Superpowers, 3C. Class Superpowers, I hope you can surpass them and awaken better superpowers. Houston's words shocked the people in Class 5. They never expected that there would be 4A. Ranked students this year. It would have been great if there was only one in the past. Those who became B. Ranked would be able to apply to the 3 advanced schools, and A. Ranked students would have guaranteed admission. Every year, the 3 advanced schools would recruit a few hundred students, heaven. Defying luck, reaching the heavens in one step. The people in Class 5 began to discuss in low voices. It would be a lie to say that they were not envious. Although they were all classmates now, the gap between them would widen immediately after their abilities were awakened. The class hierarchy was very obvious. Being able to go to the 3 advanced schools would undoubtedly make this class hierarchy even more obvious. B. Class was destined to be the class that most people looked up to. Houston coughed lightly to suppress the discussion. As I call out your name, please come and lie in the machine. Awakening a superpower was not difficult. After many years of development, the machine was well developed. As long as one laid in the machine and used the medicinal liquid to stimulate the energy contained in the gene, allowing it to explode, the awakening would be completed. Emra. A teen of medium build walked onto the high platform and laid in the machine. A minute later, the machine beeped. Emra, E. Class Superpower, Special Class, Double-barreled Shotgun. Hearing Houston's words, Emra heaved a sigh of relief. Although E. Class was not high, it was still better than F. Class. At least, it had the ability to earn its own living. Vincent and the others cast envious gazes at Emra. E. Class was a level that most students who were present could not attain. Modi. A young girl with a ponytail walked out, her entire body trembling with nervousness. Modi, F. Class Superpower, Support Class, House Cleaning. When Modi heard this, her face turned pale. She covered her face and ran down the high platform. Tears flowed down her fingers and she fell heavily onto the ground. Time passed by, minute by minute. Each and every one of the students had completed their superpower awakening. Up until now, the highest class in Class 5 was only a D. Class Support Class Superpower. It could be said that the result was very bleak. George's face turned pale. The awakening of a student's power was recorded in the performance appraisal. If the results were not good, it meant that his teaching ability was not good. This would affect his career. Vincent. Vincent took a deep breath and slowly loosened his tightly clenched fist. He took firm steps and walked onto the high platform. Ding. Detected that the host is about to undergo the power awakening ceremony. The Super War God system is now being activated. The Super War God system has been awakened. Extracting abilities completed. S. Class Elemental Ability, Hellfire, S. Class Superpower, Monster Affinity, S. Class Support Ability, Extreme Speed Training. Not awakened. Just as Vincent stepped onto the first step of the platform, a mechanical voice suddenly sounded in his mind. Listen to the full novel at FameTV.info, direct link in the description.